Hello children, today we are going to start with a chapter first, that is resources. What are resources? I will tell you in this chapter. We have different types of resources, natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. Right? Then I will tell you about the conservation of resource. What is resource? First, let me know. Anything that fulfill our needs. जो भी चीज हमारी needs को fulfill कर रही है वो अपने आप में क्या है? Resource. Right? Anything that fulfill our need is resource. The water we drink, the food we eat, means of travel, electricity, means of communication. ठीक है, पानी हम जो पी रहे हैं, खाना खा रहे हैं, हम कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं या फिर हम ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, तो ये सब क्या है, एक तरीके का रिसोर्स है. So the purpose of which a resource is used defines the utility or usability, which further define its value. So value or a worth of resource can be defined on more than on basis. Some resources have economic और commercial value. देखो कुछ resources ऐसे होते हैं जिनके अपने आप में एक economic value होती है और commercial value भी होती है, right? They can be bought or sold, used to make other resource which can be subsequently bought or sold. Some resources are valuable for their extensive use. देखो कुछ resources ऐसे होते हैं कि उसका अगर आप ज़्यादा extensive use करोगे तो वो valuable होंगे आपके. Some resources may gain value or their value may increase with the passage of time. Gold, silver or other valuable metals or land or property, it's important to classify resources in order to study. अगर आपको properly पढ़ना है तो आप उनको classify भी करना पड़ेगा. So we have different resources. We have natural resources, human resources and human-made resources. So resources are something that is classified as agriculture resource and energy resource as petroleum, coal and natural gas. So let's study about the natural resources. What are natural resources? Natural resources are the resources which we get from nature. Right? We get from nature. Like air we breathe in, the water we in rivers, lakes, soil and variety of minerals are all natural resources. Many of the resources available to us freely available in nature and that cannot be modified. हम उनको modify नहीं कर सकते. Some resources can be used with the help of different tools and technology for efficient use without any wastage or minimum waste. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development, use, origin, stock and distribution. Depending upon their stage of development, resources can be divided into two types. We have actual resources and potential resources. What are actual resources? One that can be used right now and whose quantity and quality are known to us. जिसकी हमें quality भी पता है क्या उसकी quantity है और उसको हम भी use कर सकते हैं. For example, like mineral deposit in Madhya Pradesh, India and petroleum deposit in Saudi Arabia. The resources whose quantity and quality are not known, वो potential होते हैं. And the only possibility of using them in future is by developing an advanced. अगर आप कोई advanced technology develop करो, आप उसका तभी use कर सकते हैं. Like many rivers have not been used for generating hydroelectricity. They remain a potential resource. So prepare a collage on the potential resource and you have to collect the photograph. It's your homework, you will do yourself. Now we have based upon the origin. अगर हम बात करें origin के basis पे, we have divided two parts, abiotic and biotic resources. What are abiotic? जो आपको living things, non-living things से मिलते हैं. Biotic जो आपको living things से मिलते हैं. And natural resources can be classified into two types, renewable and non-renewable. Renewable क्या होते हैं जिनको आप renew कर सकते हो, non-renewable जिनको आप renew नहीं कर सकते. So renewable resources are those resources which can be replenished or renewed over a period of time. They can only be obtained mechanically, physically or chemically. वो किस पे depend करता है उनकी source पे. Although they are unlimited if they are utilized without planning and carelessly, it could lead to their scarcity. देखिए अगर आप उसको किसी प्लानिंग के साथ या फिर उसको unnecessary यूज करोगे तो क्या हो जाएगी, scarcity हो जाएगी, इसकी कमी हो जाएगी. Right? So trees can be grown again, but if they are cut at a rate that is faster than their growth, then it could be seriously deplete the forest cover. Solar energy, wind energy, fresh water, forest. These are the example of renewable resources. So what are non-renewable resources? which are present in limited quantity, if they're exhausted, अगर वो खत्म हो गए तो वो क्या लेगा, millions of year या hundreds of year for them to renewed again. Some example are coal, petroleum, natural gas. On the basis of their distribution, resources are ambiguous. But that what are ambiguous? Those are found everywhere, like air, sun, water. Where resources that are found in specific place. What we call those resources? Localized resource, like iron and copper. Now, human resources, a person who is doing something, like I'm teaching you what I am, a human resource for the country. So, a person who is doing something useful for the society is called human resource. A human effectively utilizes resource when he or she has skill, when they have skill, knowledge, and education. The three factors are needed to invent technology to explore and discover the resources which are provided by the nature, and human beings themselves are precious resources. The level or quality of skill a person has determined his or her value as a resource. Improvement in skills of humans for developing better resources, what we'll call them human resource development. The development of any country depends upon, देखो कोई भी country का development हो रहा है वो किस पे depend करता है, human resource पे develop कर. Then we have human made resources. What are human made resources? Resources created by human beings, right? Naturally obtained resources are not always suitable for use in the form they are found. So they are changed into usable for by involving human expertise. Like coal obtained from the earth cannot be used directly, as they has to go through several process to become usable. People make many things for their comfort. जैसे वही हम buildings बनाते हैं, dams बनाते हैं, railways बनाते हैं. And by utilizing the natural resource, all these are human made resource. ये सारे कैसे resource हैं? Human made resource. Right? Now conservation of resources. The earth's surface is not even. The distribution of resources not same everywhere. The distribution depends upon what? Physical factors like soil, rock structure, and climate. With increase in population and more urbanization, the stock of resources is being exhausted in many places. They should be utilized carefully with proper planning while keeping their renewal period in mind. This is called resource conservation. Non-renewable resources are depleting at faster pace and might be exhausted completely in the nearer future. Renewable resources are being severely affected by pollution and what they are critical state at some places, right? We need to take measures in order to conserve these resources like carpooling and use of public transport. What it is? It is one such initiative towards conservation of resources, and also a strict guidelines have to be set up for industries which cause lot of air, water and soil pollution. Now, stringent action should be taken against anyone who does not follow the guidelines. People should not think that they can exploit the resource in the name of development. ये नहीं सोचना है कि आप डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हो, हमारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज को एग्जॉस्ट कर. And what it is creating? It is creating air pollution, water pollution and your land pollution, right? So here some question has been given. Think over it and you will answer yourself. Now, sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Development means an increase in the use of modern technology to enhance living standard of the people, which means balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future generation. It is the progress where we are sensitive what to needs of the future generation. If we want a good life on the earth in the future, then the judicious use of resources has to be kept in mind. Right? So we should not be selfish and exploit every natural resources while leaving our future generation in the state of turmoil. So the Kyoto Protocol, we have Kyoto Protocol, which is the United Nations framework. Why it has come? For the conservation of the climate change, and the main aim of the protocol is to curb global warming. Many resources have been depleted, such as extent that it will take millions of years to renew them. Deforestation and mining. What are these? These are the two prominent causes of depletion of resources. So, in order to balance the usage of resources and their renewal, we need to take some effective measures. So, we need to adapt the practice of afforestation to replenish or deplete forests and it's time to view the sanitation more seriously, right? So it's aimed to become more late. Then what we should do, we must use these renewable resources sustainably and ensure that all the diverse, जितने भी आपके डाइवर्स लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं उनको आपको कंजर्व करना है, एंड द डैमेज ऑफ नेचर व्हाइल वी यूज इट्स रिसोर्स मस्ट बी मिनिमम एज वेल एज। ठीक है, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ ये हमारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज को, नेचर को डैमेज कर रहा है, तो आपको उसके यूज को अपने आप ही कम कर देना चाहिए। Now, principle of sustainable development. Honor and nurture all living beings, enhance the well-being of human life. You have to preserve the vitality and variety of earth, reduce the execution of natural resources, shift individual attitudes and behavior, and empower communities to safeguard their surroundings. Right? This was all in this chapter. Hope you understood each and everything. Now, we will meet in the next class. Thank you.